Hello, this is IMonocleMan, and in this video, today we're going to have a very special guest joining us. Special guest? There you are! He is our special friend and he's going to be joining us for this video, probably helping us with some redstone things. So today we're going to be learning about flying machines. Today we will be looking at something extremely interesting. Flying machines. Now, did you know that you can use those in Minecraft? You can actually build flying machines in Minecraft, and it's really cool. And today, I'm going to show you how to do that. So, the concept of a flying machine is really quite simple. All you have to do is you have to give a piston a 1-tick pulse, and that will push that out. To show you in more detail, basically what happens is it will push that away, retract, this piston will extend, then pull it along, and this pattern just continues forever pretty much until it hits a block that cannot be moved, like obsidian, in which case it will stop. And over here, as you can see, when you power this piston, it no longer moves forward because obsidian cannot be moved by pistons. To make sure that your flying machine does not go all the way across the horizon, make sure to build your obsidian boundaries first. You could use obsidian or bedrock. However, if you are in survival mode, you'll have no way of obtaining bedrock, so obsidian is probably best. Once you have your boundaries in place, take either slime blocks or honey blocks, in this case slime blocks, however honey blocks will also work, and attach red wool on either side like so. This makes it easier to place in the pistons. Place in the pistons facing in opposite directions, like so, as shown here. Then get rid of the red wool, or any block of your choosing. Next, place the red wool up like that so it can be easier to place the observers. Then place the observers in this order, so that you have a flying machine. And all you have to do to send this back is just fire it up with flint and steel or even a redstone dust line. You could also use a normal piston to just say, in its path, what you could do is you could take a piston with redstone and a button on the side, and you could literally activate it just by pushing the piston out. There are many different ways you can activate flying machines. This is one of the more compact variants, but you can also have them going upwards and downwards, and you can also build different designs. You could also point them like so, due to, I'm pretty sure it's bud mechanics, but I'm not entirely sure, that when you update the observer, it still works the same way. And of course, if you were to do it on one side, then do it on the other side as well. Dude, what are you doing with the cow?
I'm feeding up the cow.
Dude, you do it like this.
Okay.
Oh no. The bamboo is growing much too fast, right? If only we had a flying machine to cut it all down. Why don't we build one? Over here we have the flying machine that can solve the problem for us. As you can see, it cuts down all the bamboo in its path, and it just drops it. So underneath here, you can have a collection system. And of course, because of our little return station here, it comes right back, ready to be pressed next time. You could link this up to a hopper timer, so it goes off every few minutes. And also, you can run a collection system down underneath all this bamboo to pick it all up. Also, I recommend putting walls around the bamboo farm so the bamboo doesn't spill out all over the floor like this. That might be a bit difficult for the collection system to pick up. But of course, farms are not the only thing you can use flying machines for. You can use flying machines for elevators, as they can also travel upwards. I'm now going to show you how to make a flying machine elevator. Here we have one particular design for a piston elevator, and Slimeboy elevator, I mean flying machine, I should say. And the way it works is basically it is a flying machine which carries stone slabs and, of course, the observers. And as you can see, it works the same way as any normal flying machine, except it's vertical. And when you press this button, a demonstration is required. A demonstration is required. It updates that observer, which then continues to push the player up to the docking station. And of course, you could use the same sort of return station that we use down at the bamboo farm over there, but of course you don't need to. But the thing about this particular design is because the platform is on the top, it has to stop here, meaning that you have to update this observer. That's why it doesn't update this one, but it updates this one. It does that on both of them. And this works quite well. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do? What did you do? No, 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 no. Ha. Ha, ha. So if you want to build this elevator, what you have to do is you have to build the docking station, which is effectively this over here. Now we're just going to send off the flying machine just so that we can see the thing a little clearer. And it is, as you can see, extremely simple. Extremely simple. So all you have to do is take 3 blocks like this, lead a redstone repeater out like this, a block up like this, line a redstone over here, redstone torch here, a block up like this, a sticky piston facing downwards, a block with a piece of redstone dust, a block of obsidian to the side. Remember, this has to be obsidian because the flying machine will go right next to here, so we just need to make sure it does not stick to it. Then when you press it, that should activate. And of course, you could also use a normal piston here, but sticky pistons also work. But normal pistons, of course, require less resources, so whenever you can use them, that would be recommended. Then, into building the actual flying machine. So, my assistant has very, very kindly set that down, and he also pushed himself. We're going to take an observer output from this. We're going to face it into a slime block. What are you doing? What? Sit in the naughty corner. Okay. So now we're going to take an observer output like this into a slime block like so. We're going to take a sticky piston this time, facing up like this. 2 blocks there. It's building himself a naughty corner. Blocks like this, and of course an observer facing down like this, and a slime block here, and that there. I think that should be right. Let's see. Naughty corner. It's not a corner, but it works. It works. Still naughty corner for a naughty boy. Okay. So over here we have, this is our flying machine. It seems all ready to go, except of course it's not, because A, we need the platform to stand on so you don't go bouncing quickly. Oh look, he's built himself a little corner now it's a naughty corner. Now it's a naughty corner. So now what we have to do is we have to, of course, make the return station up there. And of course, as you can see, I've already built 2 others. And if we go up here, take it up here, just gonna choose that block, sure. then we take it down to a block. Oh, why on earth did I do that? Then we go up like this. Block to the side. Destroy all this. I'll leave that to my assistant. Editor, of course. Assistant and editor. Then we can take a block output like this. I could also probably use this block, but like, I don't want to risk it considering all of the errors we faced creating this. Over here, once you've got your block of obsidian, of course. So now that that's all done, you take a block to the side, like so, and all you have to do is you do something a bit like this, and you destroy these two blocks, redstone torch on top of that, block up like that, get rid of that block, and replace it with another block that's just above it, face a sticky piston facing downwards over there. Then once you have that, you just take a block with a button, which I do not seem to have. Now I have one. With a button, let's change the world spawn. Okay, so you've got a button like this, and that should all be working. Then you have a block like this, another block down like that, across like that, and then 2 blocks across. Very funny. Very, very funny. I find that so amusing, really. Really, I find that so amusing. Okay, now that that's settled, let's continue with the tutorial. So you take it 2 blocks out like this, a regular piston like so, facing like this, and actually it should be like this, and that is done. Now of course, when you go down to the bottom, you can just press this button and off you pop. It might be worth noting that none of these designs will work in the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. So if you do want to build a flying machine elevator or a flying machine in general in Bedrock edition, I'm going to put a link down in the description to a video made by BOB showcasing how to build one in Bedrock edition. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you really liked it, please smash that like button and make sure to subscribe. This is IMonocleMan, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you have any suggestions for any other videos that I should make, please post them down in the comment section, because who knows, maybe that might become my next video. Okay, see ya!